At least 4 people are dead this morning, 8 others injured after a shooting and a fire at a Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Grand Blanc Township, Michigan. That's a suburb of Flint, as we mentioned. The shooter, who police say intentionally set fire to the building as well, was shot and killed by officers. For the latest on this, let's go to our Midwest reporter, Jeremy Ross in Chicago. Jeremy, what do you know?
Good morning, Jim and Mark. In recognition and in mourning, the Grand Blanc Community Schools are closed today. Grand Blanc, Michigan, normally a quiet, affluent, low-crime area, a suburban community, as you mentioned, bordering nearby Flint, Michigan. So a shooting there is typically unusual. A mass shooting, on the other hand, generally unheard of. Now, police believe they've identified the person responsible, saying he's 40-year-old Thomas Jacob Sanford. Sanford, hailing from Burton. That's about a 12-minute drive from the church. He's accused of crashing into, then firing at worshipers, and ultimately setting the building on fire, allegedly. All of this happening around 10:30 in the morning on Sunday during a service. Sheriff's deputies saying Sanford, a U.S. Marine veteran who served in Iraq, drove a truck displaying 2 American flags in the back, crashing it into the doors of that church. Hundreds of people were inside Grand Blanc's Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. They heard a giant crash, then ultimately gunfire. Investigators say Sanford was using an assault rifle during the attack, killing at least 4, injuring at least 8 others. Sheriff's deputies say they arrived quickly after getting a 911 call, and at least 2 officers exchanging gunfire with the 40-year-old, ultimately killing him in the exchange. But not before investigators believe Sanford set the church on fire, likely with some kind of accelerant like gasoline. They're also looking into improvised devices found at the scene that could have been also used to start fires. Now, authorities commended the heroics of those inside the church, many of whom were shielding children at the time of the attack. And this includes local, state, now federal investigators looking into how and why this all happened.
Jeremy, I can confirm at this time that the FBI is now leading the investigation and is investigating this as an act of targeted violence. FBI crisis response teams, such as our evidence response teams, SWAT, Special Agent Bomb Technicians, victim specialists, were deployed to the scene. We also have special agents who are continuing to conduct interviews and intelligence and professional staff personnel providing research and analysis.
And we know that police searched that 40-year-old's home to try and determine why any of this would happen. And so often we want to know a motive for something like this immediately. Unfortunately, nothing is confirmed at this time, and those things do take time. But no doubt investigators are looking into, amongst many possible things, was there a political motivation, religious hatred, personal vendetta, or psychological issue that could have played a role in what happened? Nothing has officially been ruled out at this time. And as first responders go through that fire scene in Grand Blanc, they are bracing themselves as more victims could be discovered. So we will watch, we will wait, and certainly our thoughts are with those folks in the community.
And initial reports, I think I read, Jeremy, there's no apparent connection, direct connection between the shooter and the church. Is that what you're hearing as well?
And that's what I am hearing on my end also, and that's sort of why the entire spectrum of how this could have happened is wide open, and investigators no doubt could learn more as they go through this man's home. His personal effects, continue to interview neighbors. One neighbor did talk to a local paper about the 40-year-old's military service, and if that could have played a role. We often hear so much about PTSD, psychological issues. So that's one of many things that they're probably going to take a hard look at in the days ahead.